Welcome everyone. How you all doing today? It is the big match. It is Napoli, Juve, first place versus wannabe fourth place. Yeah, it's gonna be a big one. It's gonna be a difficult one today. I don't know how to feel, what the prediction's gonna be. This is huge. This is huge. If we come out ahead, if we win this one, knowing that we can't even win, and we beat the first place team, huge, absolutely massive, turning point of the season, perhaps, I don't know. But then, if we lose, how do we feel? If we tie, we probably just move on. A lot on the line today. So interesting enough here, coming in at 6:35 a.m. my time, so that's 5.5 hours ago. So, coming in saying hello, Chai Shang Yi Mo. So hello, thanks for coming in. Very early. He's got a picture of Ronaldo. Thing enough. Yeah. So, I mean, it's. I don't even know what to say. Like I said, I don't even know what to say. I don't know how to feel today. We're gonna jive, just flow with it and try to enjoy today for what it is. Hopefully, it's an exciting day. Now, guys, before we get into it, we got to do all the housekeeping, all the boring stuff. So let's get through all the boring stuff first and foremost, and that is to like and subscribe. It's huge. It's huge for a channel, any channel, big, small. It's huge. It's basically how the algorithm works. The more you interact with the channel and like and all that stuff, the better it is for us. And we've had pretty good traction the past couple weeks, and we want to keep that going. Lots of new faces here. So on that note, welcome to everyone who may be joining us for the first time or is new around here. We welcome everyone. Please get into the chat. Yeah, definitely get involved. You'll start seeing some of the regulars roll in here. The banter, it's great. So yeah, just join in, have some fun with us. And yeah, we'll move on from there. The socials, the big one I want to talk about with the socials, the Discord, and that's where we continue the conversation. And it doesn't even have to be football conversation. We just shoot the shit, guys. That's what it is. We have fun. We have our thing. Making fun of Frankie most recently, for his comparisons to Gatti. He loves Gatti. We all love Gatti. It's just fun. So get in the Discord. If you don't have it, try it out. Otherwise, Instagram, X, and Spotify, guys. People are finally realizing that we are on Spotify. It's another way to grab. Especially, I understand if you don't have YouTube Premium. It's annoying. Annoying if you don't have YouTube Premium because you can't turn off your screen. All the ads and whatnot. So yeah, I totally understand if you want it. Spotify version, it's there. All right, enough of me rambling on. A couple of you rolling in now, and we'll get into it. Get into the FOT mod. Look at the lineups. Here we go. Okay, yeah, let's just cover Napoli first. They should be nice and easy. 4-3-3, Maretinet, Spinazzola, Jesus, Ramani, and Di Lorenzo in the back four. McTominay, Lobotka, and Anguissa in the midfield. And Neres, Lukaku, and Politano up top. That's Napoli. It's pretty straightforward. Antonio Conte at the helm. Of course, no European competitions, no cup competitions. All they have is to focus on the league, and they are leading it. So they can pretty much field who they want any given week, and this is who they have. Now, for Juve, I mean, a lot of the same, but there's going to be one huge difference here coming up. So 4-2-3-1, as always, finally, it's nice to see two different formations go at each other. But Di Gregorio net, Cambiaso, Kalulu, Gatti, and Big Mac now on the right wing. So he's getting a starting spot there. Now over Savona. McKennie, left, right, doesn't matter. He's basically a starting fullback at this point. No change in the midfield of Thuram and Locatelli. Now up top, slight change here. because we finally have Nico Gonzalez occupying the right wing position, first time since the beginning of the season. Hoop Miners in that number 10 role, as always. Yildiz on the left. And our new acquisition, Randy up top, taking the number 9 position. No Vlahovic, he's on the bench. And we're going to have to talk about that, won't we? Because this is the big news today. Kolo Muani starts, first and foremost, ADL, the scumbag that he is. He was in talks with PSG. They just had the deal with Kvaratskhelia as well. I guess they're on good terms with each other, Napoli, PSG. They were trying to get them to delay the Kolo Muani deal until after this game. The spiteful little bitches. Like, could you believe that? That's insane. Like you kidding me? But that doesn't surprise me. Aurelio De Laurentiis, he's a piece of shit. More so, though, now. Why does he get the start, brand new to the team, over Vlahovic? Now, and I'll pull my phone up here for a sec. Look at the press conference. Just so I can quote it properly here. So this is DAZN. Thiago Motta at DAZN. How did Vlahovic react? Very good. Very positive guy. Very positive leader for the team. He's coming back from a small injury. When he participated, he helped the team a lot. He knows that he can also be an important choice in the second half to have a different profile, a different characteristic, and maintain or raise our level to play a complete 95-minute match. So there's a couple things in that quote. I think he's glazing Vlahovic a little bit, keeping him in the good books in terms of the media. There's something going on there. Does he still have a nagging injury? We see him coming in the second half. He plays a few minutes. Is it that? Or is there something more going on behind the scenes? He's been linked with the move. In Arsenal, they have been kind of mum on specific names. But they've said, like, yeah, we've lost Saka, Jesus. Like, we need another attacker. We know they've looked at Vlahovic. Is there something there? Are we to read between the lines? The other thing of note that he says here, he says a complete 95-minute match. And that's to say, don't get a damn goal in the 93rd minute or get scored on in the 93rd minute. So he recognizes these issues at the very least. The team hopefully recognizes that they have to stay concentrated. They have to be locked in. I also want to ask you guys, I did some mic adjustments. Is audio coming in good? Better? Worse? I just want to know live. I'm actually just listening here. Sounds okay, but let me know. Because I did make adjustments to the microphone. I finally figured out what I was doing wrong. I won't bore you with the details, but hopefully she's locked in, sounding a lot better. If not, let me know and I'll continue to work. Yeah, so players in the tunnel, getting ready for it. Let's take a quick look as well as the benches, because this is the first time that we've been able to complete the 23-man roster. Look, it goes all the way down. We still have those 3 injuries, Bremer, Cabal, and whoever the hell Milik is. They're missing Oliveira and Buongiorno. Probably not their starters anyways, so not a huge deal. But off their bench, they have Fontini and Scuffet for their keepers, Mazzocchi, Marin, Gilmore as... just Mazzocchi and Marin as defenders, Gilmore, Billing as midfielders, Ngonj, Espadori, and Simeone. And of course, we know Louis Hassa as attackers. So here we have, on our side, Solia Parin, of course, Alberto Costa. He was already here for last game, didn't see anything He's been here for just over a week. Ruhi Savona, Dougie, Nicola Fagioli, who's apparently for sale for 20 mil now, down from 25. Price has decreased. Vasily Ajic, Chico Conceição, Dusan Vlahovic, Sami Bangula, and Timewea. So decent bench. We actually have a full decent bench with options. Like Chico able to come on for Nico, Bangula, Weah. They could come on. In terms of defense, fullbacks, you have Ruhi, you have Savona that can come on. Midfield, you have Dougie. If you play Fagioli, you gotta play him a little bit. There's options today. Our midfield's typically not where we need to put the reinforcements in, typically. So, looking good. This is a game, ostensibly, we could come away with. Yeah, Chiro coming in saying, Dropsy, let's rock and roll, baby. Yeah. Yeah, we got to rock and roll. I'm starting to feel us. Now that I'm getting into the lineups, we actually have more guys on the bench than the opposition. For once, this is good. This is very good. Starting lineup. Big unknown with Colomani. Absolutely huge unknown for us at this point. We do not know what we're getting with him right now. We will see. I think this will be an exciting one. We'll find out in moments. Now, because I have big beefs with the ref, and this is one of them, unfortunately, I do have a bit of beef with Daniele Kifi at the head of the refereeing department today. So they've been a little bit more fair this year, let's say. A little bit more fair. We had, was it Dorverdi? Yeah, we've already had Dorverdi and Massa this year, and it wasn't an egregious showing. It was okay. Quick look at the table. Napoli up here, 50 points. We're down 37. It would really help to close that gap. It'd be nice. Again, a win gets us into fourth place clear. No bullshit, fourth place. We have to make some ground on these damn Laziali. It's about time. Away from home. It's a tough one today. A lot on the line regardless. Di Lorenzo, Locatelli, shaking hands, the captains. I'm going to get rid of this nonsense. I'm going to get the scoreboard ready. Game's about to start. Just bear with me a quick second, and here it is. It should have started already. It should have started. Has it started for somebody else? It should have gone already. I feel like Fubu's screwing me over. Because it has done this. I just reloaded it. I'm gonna reload the website. I don't trust it. There is Colomani. I just don't think they've started. If I'm egregiously delayed from you guys, let me know. Not that there's necessarily a whole lot I can do if my feed is just that slow, but we'll try our best. All right, big match. I don't know why this match isn't Sunday afternoon. What are we doing? These 12 o'clock matches Saturday. Ridiculous. So Colo will start off. First touch of the game. We are underway. Some sync up here for 12 seconds. And synced up. Here we go. All right. So game on. Big push already and no foul. All right, Napoli on the attack. Down deep still. They can't get out of here. Dribbling through the box. Brings to Di Gregorio. Kenny. Oh, a lucky bounce throw in. We get away with that one, honestly, with a very quick Napoli pressure down low. It got me a little worried there for a second, but quickly taken off and turned over. So this is definitely testing our mettle. We've been playing teams that have been below us and coming away with draws. Milan, yeah, it was a nice win last weekend. Bruges was a whole other story, my lord. Marvette's just holding on to it right now. Very interesting. Looks like they want to start the game off very slow and on their terms. See if Juve bite on anything. There's Coop directing the troops. Napoli can't get it out and turned over. Kalulu stepping up on that one. Locatelli, of course, the one dropping deep, taking that position for the defender. They switch it up now. Good communication between Kalulu and Locatelli to do that overlap. And Locatelli telling McKennie to move up into the midfield as he takes the right back position. So a lot of change up, a lot of fluidity, and good communication on the pitch so far. Di Gregorio goes along with it, trying to find Randy. That's cut out, though, of course. Low percentage ball. Now we got Politano trying to find some space on Cambiasso down the right flank. He's finding a bit, but can't make the cross. It's an early corner. So it started off with good energy. Napoli's going to want to put a nail in this coffin as well today. Not as important of a game. They could afford to lose a couple points. It's not ideal. But they're in a position where they... That being said, Inter have a couple games in hand. They can't let their foot off the gas either, right? That ball leaks through. Goal kick. So they're 4 points ahead of Inter. That would be including today's game, though, that point. So 3 points ahead of Inter, but 2 games in hand. So yeah, ostensibly they can't afford to really lose a game or drop points if they can avoid it. Long ball out to Mac. He chips it over, too heavy. Randy can't get on it. Good pressure by Nico. And that forces Meret to throw it, kick it just to the touchline for a throw-in. So that pressure turns the ball over. And, that's smart football, right? Early signs in this game that I'm actually liking. That isn't piquing my anxiety, if you know what I'm saying. Deep ball over the top. Can Mac make it? He keeps it in, but has to sacrifice possession. He was pushed off the ball. Pellegrini working hard. Now with Napoli, just some of these stalwart players just get pushed away. If we were doing it to Danilo. And that came out today as well. Maybe, what I mentioned earlier, how De Laurentiis want us to delay on Colomboani, or wanted PSG to delay. It turns out, Juve, I don't know, what do you think? There's the bias. I'm trying to see through my bias a little bit here, but Danilo, if he was to go to Napoli, they would have wanted a fee. Thuram, though, edge of the box. Oh, the way to yield is. Oh, my, no, how is that a save? Oh, and the volley is just put over. Oh, my Lord. Man, Thuram just steps up into that one. And, oh, yeah, giveaway in midfield by Cambiasso. Drops it to Nico, drops to Thuram, and Kolo, man, just lets that through ball slide right through to Yildiz. And Meret, sprawling on the ground, gets his hands in the way, and huge save already. Yildiz should have banked that one early on. Oh, big opportunity. But a great start to this game. Frankie Gattino, what's going on? Nice give and go here with Coop. Man, it's actually looking really good right now. Napoli have to collapse in, take that ball away. Another throw for Juve. Roof of the net. Am I a joke to you? What are you trying to say? Because we can never bury those. Whew. I hope this keeps up. Juve have looked as good as they have all season for 6 minutes in this game. Issa trying to pinch on Di Gregorio. Good control. Again, these are the reasons why we got Di Gregorio. People don't necessarily see that outside of the pure goal. The shot stopping, right? It's these little plays here where he has a man on his heels and he stays calm under pressure and distributes the ball safely. That's what Tech gets you, or sorry, that's what Di Gregorio gets you over like a Tech. We saw what Tech did against Benfica a few days ago. That's what a Tech can get you. Great goalkeeper, but better when he stays closer to the net. Nice cycle along the back line. Bring to the left. Ease some pressure. Try to get out of this press up high now. And McKennie's got it. Breaking through the midfield. Nicely done. Cambiasso. Ooh, couldn't get it to Coop there, but he's pinching up high on the left, putting pressure on. Nico goes to the back of his man. No penalty. And here's Kolomowani. Oh, and big diving save by Romani. Oh, and a misplay here. Kolo's back on it. Good pressure, good movement. Yildiz with the ball now. They turn it over deep. And Juve back on the attack. They slow it down, bring it back, and cycle. Napoli is allowed, though, now to kind of press back in. And they're pushing Juve. See, and that's a bit of a let-off as they go back to Di Gregorio. And they had Napoli on their heels. They're just going to slow things down and regroup at this point. I don't know if that would be considered a tactical retreat in this case. Just to maintain possession and try again. And Matt can't keep that one in. Guys, I know a few more of you have rolled in since the beginning. Just a microphone check. How does the audio sound today? I made some adjustments. If it's better or worse. Much treble bass, whatever. Let me know. Yildiz, can't get it to Polo as the foot's there. And Meret actually again just has to get rid of the ball. Yo says sounds good. All right, thank you. That's only 10 minutes. Like, it's a good flow, and it doesn't feel like it's been a long time because the game has been boring. It's just like, it's almost tiring at this point because I haven't shut up yet. There's so much to go on, which is a very nice change from previous weeks at this point. I'm loving it. Juve still with the balls. They try to cycle it around. Di Gregorio going long. Hoops there to head it on, but can't find his mark. All the way back now to Moret. So Napoli finally with a bit of possession, and we'll see how they can break out of this one. They're very slow to move at the moment. Juve full coverage, and they almost give up the ball again. Like, I haven't seen a press from Juve like this at all this season. Like, it's a new team, I feel like. Now, it's still early. We need to see a conversion of goals happening from this team, but so far, refreshing. Napoli still trying to work it through. Colomawani doing well to drop back as well. He's covering Lobotka at the moment. He is going to be required to do defensive work. Cross into the back for Napoli. It's Mac there. And Zola plays it back in. There it is. Dribbling, crossing, and Thuram heads it off, but it's still Napoli. Another cross in. Di Gregorio there to catch it. So even when Napoli does have the ball, Juve's doing pretty decent at the moment to box them out, not give them the space or the lanes to be threatening. But we are weak in the air. That could be a route for Napoli. They're definitely going to have a game plan that at this moment. They know. They know what's going on. Thuram trying to lose Lobotka. He has to lay it off. And over the top by Coop. Spinazzola's just going to head it on to Moret. They're going to make Spinazzola run today, though. He's no spring chicken. And I do love Spinazzola as as an Italian fullback on the national team. I appreciate him for who he is, but ooh, and he does get past McKennie there, crossing into the box, and Guisa can't do anything with it. Nico whiffs it out of the box, and it's still Napoli. Yeah, so Spinazzola 31. I think you can outrun him. Tire him out. Take him out of the match. Bones coming in saying, what up? What up, Bones? There's Trash Man De Laurentiis shown on screen now. And yeah, Spinazzola just outdoes McKennie. On the Yildiz shot again. He does very well. Yeah, I don't know. The way Yildiz held that back, because both Spinazzola and Moret went low and blocked towards the left. But then Moret somehow just shifted his weight over for the save. It's a great save. And that was a clean tackle there. Kalulu's protesting. That looked pretty clean. Which movie? The Day After Tomorrow? Because that's the only one I know that he's done. Kenny roasted twice in 30 seconds. Sheesh, poor guy. Venezuela's dynamic, man. He can run. It's just I don't think he has the longevity this game. But we'll see. Gotta watch out for him, that's for sure. And yeah, there's a foul. Cambiasso just pushed over there. Politano complains, but yeah, I think Cambiasso was actually trying to sell that a little bit. I can see why Politano was upset with the call. His uncle's movie. 3 Days of the Condor. Okay. I'm looking this up. Oh, it's got Luke Wilson. Adapted from 6 Days of the Condor, which is a novel. Interesting. Okay. I have no idea what this movie is. Oh, it's 1975. That's an old. That's not Luke Wilson then. That nose looks like him. Okay. Looks cool. CAA stuff. I thought he did the Avatar. Oh, the Aviator. Did he do the Aviator? You know, considering like I am an aviator, like I'm in the industry, I've never actually watched that full movie. I think I did back in the day when, you know, you got illegal DVDs from the Chinese shop, and it just gave up on me. I never watched it after that. I should though. I know the story like of man, I can't think the guy's name. I know the actual story. It just I haven't watched the fictional story. Anyways, see, okay, the Aviator. Now we're talking. Are we already talking off topic again? Aviator was Scorsese, yeah. I really should watch that. I'm a huge nerd for aviation, so I should probably watch it. 3 hours though, I think. 2004, 21 years old. Man, I'm old. Anyways, we got a corner to defend. Dash isn't even here to throw me off. You guys are just doing it. Nico gets a back on that to back it away. Upfield now. Colo trying to run onto it. The Boca on the ground, and there is Randy. Randy's going away. Randy's he's just going with it. And then Coop just giving it to the poor kids in the 500s. Oh boy. Ah. Coop. The Boca totally just like shot the bed on that play. Why would Coop take that from Colo? I got nothing, man. He cut that one out. Campias are very much involved in today's game as well. Very dynamic, liking it. Jones is saying you just got to go for it sometimes. Yeah, sometimes. Was it that time? I don't know. Already like RKM more than Dushan. Yeah. Let's see some conversions though, right? Like I said, a lot of positive things to talk about so far. About 20 minutes in. There's still no goal up on the board. So there has to be something tangible here. It can't just look pretty. Ooh, Nico comes in through Anguissa. They're playing advantage at the moment. Cross in, cleared off the line. Anguissa's still down. And the volley, that was a very, very close shot from that range. Politano just put it over the bar, and it looked close enough for my heart to flutter on that one. Now, was that a foul at the top of the box? And the defense down low. Just throwing bodies at the box. Villa was in stride, though, and was making a good run. Would have let him do his thing. Foul for Sean Nico, but they played the advantage. And you go with the forwards tackle right there. Yeah. Yeah, so that's safe. They could have called that back on a yellow, perhaps. Nice throw into Thuram. He's got some space there, Nico, on the left. Ooh, and that was bad cross into a face, and he keeps on going. And last touch? I think it was on Nico. There'll be a goal kick. Now I got IMDb up on the screen here. It's distracting me. It's playing the trailer for the Aviator. Things you guys distract me with. Oh, and there's Cambiasso. No outlet there, Napoli. Very well done. Thuram feeds it back up to Cambiasso, and there's the break again. There's options. Tips it over. Yildiz has to go. It goes all the way out. That was a bad pass. Nico on the left is not something I expected. How does Bangula get dropped? It's a big game. I can see putting Nico on with the experience, getting his legs under him coming off injury. It's not a shocking move, I don't think. Bangula's been on great form, I think. Yeah, we'll see how this plays out. Again, I want to see some conversion of points, and then we can judge whether it happens or not. At the time, still looking decent, and that Yildiz pass is again too heavy. Ranga just says Kazmata. Maybe Kazmata. You know what I should do? Because that guy hates how I say Mata, because I say Mata, not Mota. Say like Mawta. Yeah, whatever. I'm slackjawed. Deal with it. Maybe I'll just say his name slightly different each time, just to fuck with people. So let me ask: do these players not know they can go in reverse and make a back pass if they don't have a teammate available? You know, sometimes they do too many back passes. I know what you're saying, like the layoff. That was a bad cross in by Anguissa. He was just crossing, inshallah. Cleared off the line to throwing. I don't think it's perfect, but I do see better ball movement from the guys. Oh yeah, it's been much better. I don't know what it is today that makes things look better. And here's where hating on Nico for a little bit. He is currently the highest rated guy on the pitch between both teams, so take that for what it's worth. He's doing a decent job. I don't hate it. But there are those options off the bench as well, right? You put those fresh legs on. Because Napoli isn't the quickest team out there. You put a Sammy on in the 60th, 70th minute, something like that. Maybe he can cook. Gives you those options. Not having Dusan makes things better. Just not having him in general. It could. Hello is pushing forward and occupying the defenders. And he's dropping back. Kind of what a Mata number 9 is supposed to do. That was a misplay there from Randy. The game's starting to slow down a little bit now, which is to be expected. 25 minutes in. Bit of that fatigue setting in. Poop sitting that deep reminds me of Papala in 2019. Yeah, he's been doing that the past couple games. So this is what happens when you have let's say I'm watching a number 9, which is not a true out and out like target man striker, if you will. It is somebody that's more dynamic and plays. It's more of it is sort of like a false 9. It's a play on the system. So yeah, he wants his more of a center forward than a number 9, right? Like there's those nuances in the nomenclature of things. I don't know how deep you want to dive into that. I know we've talked about it before. Like what's the difference between a number 9, a striker, a center forward? There's differences, but there's nuances, right? So yeah, the games that Decent isn't there are the best games we've had. The last game wasn't great though. And he came on the 75th, didn't change anything. But having more of a number 9 than what Nico Gonzalez is does help. Nice change up. There's the overlap by Cambiasso now as he's fed over the top. He's crossing in. Is it going to get to Yildiz? Puts it up, and it's cleared. But there's Locatelli trying to make the play. And Thuram stumbles on it. He falls over. He takes Anguissa with him. No foul. He's on the ground now, Anguissa. And the play will be stopped. Okay, so they were showing the replay and they had to cut off the replay because the free kick was taken quickly because Anguissa is still down. So I didn't get to see the replay. I didn't get to see the play. Yeah, Thuram touched the ball. The follow through got the legs. I think Anguissa's probably playing that up a bit. And then they show the replay on that quick ball taken. It was just quick over the top, too heavy. But Anguissa is still down, so they're spraying his knee. So maybe there was a twist on the knee when he landed. Oftentimes it is the landing that injures you and not the initial contact. I wrecked my ankles in basketball because of the landing. Got pushed off balance and landed sideways and cranked the ankle over, and that was that. Nice kick by Kefren, and the ref didn't see. Well, he got the ball. That's the thing. He did get the ball. It was his trailing leg that made the contact, right? So that's trickier to see in the moment. Yeah. The little flick. Like, it is a foul. I would call that a foul. In hindsight, in like watching the replay, but watching it live, I don't know if you would have caught that. Like sometimes there's just that contact, you're on the ball, now the ball's taken out of your feet, you fall over, it happens, right? So that's a hard one to watch live. I would say to call live. Nico now gets that long ball out, goes for it, no, just wide. He tries it from about 40 feet out. Down low, going to the goalkeeper's left, and it drifts. Man, on the run, just puts his foot through it. Nice attempt, and I like the audacity on that. Finds a little bit of an opening as Colo starts to draw the defenders away, which creates that space for Nico to even take that attempt. So once again, having a dynamic moving forward up there in the central position, whether you want to call him a striker or whatever we're calling him at this point, it's creating space. It's becoming clear that Dusan is not the right guy for this system. He just isn't. He would be better served finding a different team. And it's because of who's at the helm right now. Somebody else, maybe it would be different. And Politano is down now. Or no, that was Di Lorenzo. Sorry. Yeah, what happened there? He's getting up. He's fine. Oh, contact with Yield is. Korea being on the FT son for the longest now. It's becoming a lot harder to put up a defense for him, honestly. And it's super unfortunate. And maybe he comes on and can make an impact late in the game. He has the ability to score, especially in big games. Oh, and there's a trip up on Locatelli. It's just how much he costs that makes it so unfortunate. His output for his cost, he's just low value. Oh, big giveaway. Locatelli saves that. My lord. He just saved the day right there. That was an awful giveaway right in the box. Locatelli slides in from behind. He managed to not get the red card and the penalty. Oh, man. That is alarm bells. Wake up. 32 minutes. Getting late in that half when we like to concede. So, ooh, shake your head. Rattle them jewels up there and let's go. The ability, maybe. The football IQ, nope. Reference Doosan. Lots of low IQ players of late, it seems. Just not, their heads just aren't into the game. So all these prima donnas. There's a ball over the top that goes all the way back to Di Gregorio. And Napoli not finding a whole lot of traction from open play here. They had to capitalize on a bit of a mistake here and there. But in open play, they're defended pretty well. $15 or so at the half. We'll take a look at the numbers and see what they say. But from the eye test, it's mostly Juve. And Yildiz does well to turn that one around. Bad pass at the end. Yildiz's pass is not being the greatest. It's getting a little scrappy there. Still down low on Napoli as the press is on. All the way in the boxes. 3 forwards are up for Juve, and Moret once again just kicks it out of bounds to relieve the pressure. Third time this half. He's just kicked it away because his defense were in trouble. And that's another thing Randy's been doing over Duchan. Like, Duchan will press, but he's kind of non-committal, a bit lazy about it. He doesn't get right up to the keep. Whereas with Nico and Randy and Yildiz, they're just running at him. It's not always about getting the ball back for the goal. Sometimes it is just forcing the play. High energy, but I'm sorry, Dusan. Like, you got to use that energy. Now, granted, he didn't have any substitutions. He had to conserve some energy. But now that he can switch up with Randy, when he does come on, I better see him move. Yeah, as Frankie is saying here, I love the press from this team now. Right on cue, and another turnover. Locatelli feeds it up to Nico, who now feeds it to Randy. He's up on the left with an overlap from Cambiasso. Fed through, and he just crosses in for the cheap win on the corner. Uses Roland Magny as a backboard to win that one. Smart little play there by Cambiasso, knowing that he probably wasn't going to create a whole lot, so let's just slow her down and work off the corner. Just keeping that pressure onto Napoli, keeping them on the back foot. Coop is taking this one off the left. And it's cleared all the way back to Kalulu now. But still Juve. Loca dropping off it. The ball down to Yildiz, who curls it in, but it's direct to Moretz. Easy collection there, and he throws it. Di Lorenzo, released up on the right, but he has to slow up as he waits for reinforcements. And Politano just bodied off the ball there. Yeah, Cambiasso, Politano, they're battling it out today. KB, what's with the emojis? What are you emojiing about? For a guy your age, you know, I'd figure you'd be more like words and less emoji. Old people don't emoji well. Polo just trying to hold up, draws a foul, and that's something that Dusan does do well, and we see Polo now doing the same thing, which is nice. Oh, Di Lorenzo crying when he's reprimanded. He's like, what, I emoji? Well, I'm not saying you don't. It's just people your age tend to not emoji. And if they do, it's like me, where I just reuse the same few, or it's just like either the laughy one, the winky one, or the thumbs up. There's 3. People my age can only handle 3 emojis. Anything more than that starts getting messy. And I use the zebra one for my social media posts, obviously, you know, the zebra, Juve. Big red dot saying, oh my god, pay attention. I mean, I'm pretty good. I'm probably up to like 8 emojis now. Yes, Gaetano, Kanan missed. I would say he missed a chance. More so, Moretz somehow cheated the space-time continuum and teleported the other direction. And Labaka tries from well outside the box there. That sails over. Some people roll over and accept they're getting old and stop caring. Not me, though. You still care? Is that what you're saying, KB? You still care? My favorite is, and he's got the 2 emojis here, the crying one and the upside. What does the upside down smiley mean? Is that just like being silly? Saying it's fucked up? That's the thing. I don't know what most. I just use words. I just explain what I'm trying to say. I know how to English. Starboy did a Berardi, basically. Come on now. Young forever, baby. Gaetano saying we play well, but we can't score as usual. Yeah. I mean, big game, Napoli. This isn't an easy game either. There are not any alarm bells at this point. There was that one giveaway. A couple chances, all their chances of either being, you know, a sloppy play by us or well outside the box. And it's usually those sloppy plays that get us. And big slide in there. Loca takes out Spinazzola's cross. Yield is down deep to support, and Loca dumps it downfield towards Randy, who holds up again. Looks like he's drawing another foul, but doesn't get it. And Napoli maintained control off that non-calls. Are feeding forward now. Neres throws it into the box, and Gatti slides it out. So what is it, like a squid? Is that what this emoji is? Like, you just got some rando ass emojis. I don't even know what these things are. Gatti is always there to get the clearance. Yeah, big corner now, 40th minute. This is about that time that we like to concede. Corner taken short. Pellegrini to Neres, who dumps it in. And that header. Oh, and Gisa puts it over the bar, and another let-off. There's a couple chances now for Napoli. They're coming back at Juve when they have a chance. Can't score. If there is a theme for this team, is we play well but can't score. Sometimes we play bad and can't score. We just can't score. There's more action this game than last. I predict the off-topic talk starts at the 60th minute. We started for a little bit there early on. Only 10 minutes in, so it can come at any moment. Really can. Last game was bad. Tuesday afternoon, they're watching a 0-0 game against Bruges. Like, what makes you ponder life decisions? It was just a bad game. Gatti's looking for an outlet. Congested there, but McKennie, nice pass through the legs onto Coop. Feeds it out wide. And another feed for Cambiasso on a right side overlap this time. Ball isn't dropping very nice, but Yildiz has it. And Colo puts it in the back of the net! Off the volley from behind. What the hell was that? I don't even know what he did, but we have a striker, baby. It's 1-0. Randy, first half of the first game that he plays for Juve on loan, and here we go. We can score. We can score, guys. Take my breath away. Let's look at the replay. Beautiful passage of play. It's at the end of the day. Yildiz. No, it's Coop. Coop gets ahead. It was bouncing all over the place. Just the control by the team. The passage of play. The control to maintain the possession. But just the finish. The windmill. He had to do like a 270-degree turn on that one. And just puts the boot right through it. And then Geese is on the ground again. Let's update this score. Oh boy. Bone saying catch up. I can't control it, man. Oh man. They're calling it offside. I don't think that's offside. They're gonna have, yeah. We'll see. We'll see now. The finish, though, regardless, this better stay. But honestly, going back, the play, the distribution out the back, the change-up, the passing, the attack going forward and maintaining that momentum and capitalizing on any chances that present themselves. That is how you put balls in the back of the net. And this goal standing, guys. 43rd minute goal by Randy. Love those by Flahovic. Oh, Gaetano. It's a beautiful goal. Napoli are trying to quickly grab one back before the end of the half. Cambiasso, yeah, too many hands. He's getting angry over that, and he gets a yellow for protesting. And I do have to admit, okay, first off, I will always state, Daniele Kifi is a huge bitch. Massive. Don't like the guy. I have more words I want to say about him, but I won't. But Cambiasso at the same time, I mean, you getting handsy on that dude there. You got to control the temper. Gonna be a free kick. get through the comments here. Bye, Dusan. Ciao e tutti bianconeri from Boban. Hey, how's it going, Boban? My boy. My other boy here, Dash. What in the ass? From Colo? I don't know at what point you were catching it on this one. Dusan is done. Scores on his debut, just like Deshaun and Zakaria. Okay, good point, Churro. Still something to defend here. 2 minutes added on. One's already gone, so I don't know how much Keefe is going to add on top of the additional. Great, so finally, here it is. And that was another close attempt, but always going high, not dropping in. And Politano with another let off, and it looks like we're going to finish this half up 1-0. Conte scratching his hair plugs. Oh, man. Dusan scored in his debut too, and Dybala against Lazio in Supercoppa. Yeah. Yeah, we'll temper our long-term expectations at the moment, but let's have some short-term celebrations. It was a beautiful goal, guys. Yeah, and Dal, you're yelling Kulo's name. Are we done with Deshaun as well? You were his only proponent here, even though it was for trolling purposes. You were his only proponent on this channel. Yeah, that's the half, guys. Going into it, 1-0. Should be 2-0 would have starts the game. Yeah, that Guild is let off. Meret deserves big kudos for stopping that one too, though. He was going the other direction. Deshaun will win the die for a quadruple D. Imagine that. Stops playing football because he sucks too much, so he just covers it on YouTube. Like, oh man. In Italy, we said that Conte has a cat on his head. Sorry for bald people in chat. It is not body shaming. I mean, whatever. You can wear a hat if you're bald. You know, there's options. There's a cat on his head. Yeah, the sayings in different languages in different countries. Del Jones, no jinx, please. Nah, Dashan for life. Come on, man. Why isn't Yildiz and Nico flipped? I can't answer that one, to be honest. They are on paper. But on the pitch, they're doing the opposite. So, in his press conference, Motta is basically saying that in attack they're giving him the freedom. So this is a point I did want to make, right? So Allegri was criticized because he didn't really coach the offensive phase. Now Motta's coming out and saying that offensively he's gonna let these guys decide. Sounds like the same philosophy to me. No crying if we tie, okay? No hat. No hat? Napoli haven't created any real chances. I will be furious if we draw. They've had some decent shots from outside the box. They're attempting that. That's one thing I gotta say. They attempt those shots outside the box. And I mean, we don't defend them well. They know that. They game plan that. They could very well drop one of those. They've gotten close. Those are hard shots from those distances, and they have been dialing it in. They're getting there. They're dominating. Yeah, I'll get into the. Let me move things around here. I'll get the FOT mob up. We'll take a look at the numbers. Give me a second as I do that. And here we go. Nico's playing like trequartista, not really a right wing. Yeah, they're floating. Nico's the left forward. Is he good? He's the Kulo now with the goal at a 7.2. Gonzalez here at a 7. He's been sitting at a 7 for most of the game, really. Everyone else is mid-6s. Coop at a straight 6 is the lowest. And in terms of Napoli, it's Spinazzola, the only one in the 7s. He's been doing all right. I even glazed him a little bit early on. I mean, Spinazzola's a good player. I remember that Nico was right wing, but in pure team, he played in other position. In our team, sorry. There's floating. I mean, Cambiasso was even up in a right wing position at one point. The interchange with McKennie and Locatelli, it's very fluid. Oh, finally we can do Brexit 442 with Nico and Kulamuyagi. I love how that's the term, Brexit 442. Duson's cooked. To be fair, we have 4 offensive players compared to 2 under Allegri. Yeah, that's fair. Which means I don't know, which means what? Necessarily.
I'm just here for the anarchy. I'm just here to troll now.
Why am I a boomer, KB? What did I do this time? I just wanted to come on and score a scorpion goal.
Dude, Deshaun has the same body motions as a hot chick that's a starfish in bed. There is no way Dusan scores what Colo just did. Doesn't have the abductor flexibility.
Dude, what Yildiz almost did and what Colo did. Good luck, buddy. Job's in trouble. Cambiasso has been so shaky since his injury. He's been very up and down. I think a lot of what it is he's tasked with so much offensively.
I think he's physically fatigued.
Yeah, his defensive game suffers as a result of it. Since you're here, Dash, give me a couple minutes. I'm gonna boomer break it.
Jesus, you're already gonna leave me to the fire and mess with the chat?
Yeah.
He said, "Yeah, deal with it." And he just dipped. I don't even know what to do at this point. It's just like, hey, how's everybody doing? Just make it absolutely awkward. So, geez, man, Randall with an absolute stellar debut, and I saw it like earlier. I was just reading the chat before I hopped on. People were saying like, hey, other people scored on their debuts, which is true. But I think though the good thing about this, like, how that goal went in was it kind of happened out of nothing. And he was just in the box and he finished. I mean, I think that's something that we've lacked for so goddamn long. Is just kind of like, I don't want to, like, the best way to phrase it is like we've lacked like a Mario Icardi-esque kind of player, right? Where you just put a ball in the box and he just blasts it at the net. Because that's honestly what that play is just like, hey, there was a ball. It gets flicked into the box and he just one-times it and just absolutely just hits it. So as Gompacho says, we wrecked Discipline. That's funny. But yeah, it's great. His pace, the way that he's stretching the field out, and high car. But it's awesome. Boyan, love how this chat is mocking Douchey then celebrating the goal. That was hilarious. Oh, that was so funny. Bone says, imagine just putting the ball in the net. Jeez Louise. Doll saying his pace is elite. We dominated Napoli, it's clear. Yeah, it's great that we're actually able to. It's just now it looks like a free-flowing offense. I just hope that we can maintain this from the long term. Open up a shot for Nico as well. True. So let me ask you guys this while we're waiting for Dave to hop in, because we've been posting like a shit ton of videos over the past couple of days. Did you guys like the loan review that we did? Was that something that you guys want us to do, similar project in the future? And then the other thing too is like the After Dark podcast. I know Dahl loved it, but like kind of talking outside of footy, like we're definitely down for feedback because that honestly just happened on a whim. Where like we finished the Loney video and we're just kind of like, hey, why don't we just like do a podcast of us just talking about stuff? So yeah, just let us know. Again, if you guys want us to talk about something on the After Dark, just let us know on Discord or just like message us, and we'll throw that as one of our topic discussions. Because one of the things that we really want to do is that yeah, we're still covering football and Juve and stuff, but we kind of want to just like cover other topics and other discussions, kind of bring a different element to the dive because again, we're the dive. We dive into shit. So it was just one of those things where we sit there and we just have kind of like an intellectual discussion or conversation because you have a German, a Canadian, and an American, and you just get different perspectives, do different things. Do a call in after dark. That might be something that we do later down the road once we start building momentum for it. I don't see an issue, so why not? But I think right now it'll just be us three kind of just giving our perspective and takes on whether it's like current events or different topics or stuff like that. Because kind of how I mentioned it on the actual pod, we're kind of just like talking. Normally, like post videos or before videos, we'll just kind of get into a discussion. We're just kind of like, why don't we just record this and throw it out there? So I'm glad that you guys liked it. That's great feedback. It's definitely, again, it's one of those discussions that you want to have if you're just like gaming and you just want to listen to something in the background. Highly recommend it. But before I finish my soapbox here, we'll get back to the game and talk about some stuff for the second half. So I think right now, I think tactically, I think we keep everything the same. I don't think that there's a need for a substitution right now. Is that why you guys left them, or did their admin just flip his shit? We don't talk about it because it doesn't really matter that much. It doesn't really matter anymore. But it's more so creative differences. We kind of want to just do our own thing. But getting back to the game, it's more so I think right now, Napoli tactically, and I've seen this where when they have to chase a game, they can, but you don't want to get too caught out from it. Because the way that Napoli kind of played, Dash, am I on the toilet? No, I'm on Bluetooth. I'm not in studio right now. Unfortunately, I'm away. So it sounds like I'm taking a shit, but I'm not taking a shit.
Hey,
right, Dave?
Does it sound like I'm taking a shit?
No, they're saying that it's probably because of my Bluetooth headset. So
Bluetooth is not the greatest.
It's not. I don't have where I'm at right now. I do not have like proper equipment.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
What's that? No. I was just gonna apologize for leaving for a few minutes, but
no, it's fine. You just had to wank your shit. No, but yeah, a lot of people like the After Dark stuff. That's what the chat's telling me.
Oh yeah, yeah. I didn't like super advertise it. I don't think. Yeah, I didn't push it out on all the socials because I was trying to, because of this, right? It's more game day. It's more of a feeler. But yeah, if the response is good, let me look. Because what did well was our all loaned out video. That had a good response.
Yeah, a lot of people like that one too.
Yeah, so, and we're always looking for new ideas. So that loaned out video was actually a suggestion from a guy on Reddit. So, I mean, like, that's a good idea. So we're going to do it. Why not? Donnie, anything you guys have? And people coming in telling us to like and subscribe the video. Yeah, I mean we need to do these things so we can keep on getting more people here to join the fun. Okay, we got a lot of man, so many comments. I've lost it. All right. Okay, yeah, agree with Jeff. The After Darks are great. Okay, yeah, that was just random. Do a call in After Dark. The problem is that for Dave, like, it's already 1-2 in the morning by the time we're done for him. And then again, I'm just old. I'm ready for bed at like 8:30. So.
No, I think for right now, I think just feed us topics that you guys want our takes on.
What was this referring to?
Oh no, that was when we were just talking about the After Dark stuff. I was just like, nah, just creative differences.
I mean, I'm not gonna spread. I don't spread drama here on the internet, but I mean, just message me and I can tell you. if you want. Like if you're a regular like Chiro that's been here from the beginning and supported us, and you want to know some of the background drama, I'll tell you. But I'm not gonna fucking spill
we
it
don't.
out here.
No comment. So apparently, Dahl didn't like the ice cream analogy.
Oh yeah, I know he put
I
a
saw
message in.
the. I saw the. I saw that and I died laughing. I saw the comment this morning. He's like, "Bro, why do I feel so attacked about ice cream?" I'm like, "Jesus, it's an analogy. Chill, Daddy, chill." Um, Personally enjoy the deep dive tactics. Yeah, we normally do that whenever there's a new player, or a new coach, or a new schematic, or something like that. We tend to do that because
Nobody else is doing it.
Nobody else does it. Like they try to do it, but they just don't do it. It's just kind of like finger paint almost, where it's like we do it with an artesian stroke.
Sure. Did we even talk about any of these numbers in the half?
No, I mean, I did briefly. I kind of did. I said, well, the thing is, like, for example, with this is like for them, they have to go up 2-0. They can't, they can't just sit back and hold it a 1-0. They just have to be careful that Napoli doesn't bite them on the counter. But the only way that we get maximum points from this game is if they go for the 2-0. That's it.
Honestly, this was one of my most enjoyable games. The only one I think that was more exciting was that 3-2 red carded game against Leipzig.
So I guess that's what happens when you have an actual striker.
That's the do you call him an actual striker? And this is a conversation I kind of had to myself commentating the first half, in that Kolo Muani is not that big target number 9, that traditional big dude up top. But could be exactly what we need.
He's like a poacher. Yeah, I was gonna say his poaching profile. That's what you need. You need someone that can take shots like that. Dusan can't.
But just the movement and the interplay today, it's been a lot more fluid. All the attackers have come back defensively and affected the defense. And even Kolo, there was a couple times where he did that big hold-up play in the midfield and he drew a foul at one point, and that's something that Vlahovic does do well. And he probably still does it better than Randy because he's just a lot bigger than Randy. But he's still doing that job as well.
Yeah. And Dahl says, no, I don't want Collins. I like the trio, helps my gains, and Dash's super deep topics crack me up.
It gets so serious. We started so randomly and jovially, and then we ended up talking about, what was it, community?
Well, it's community and then human psychology. But that's the cool thing about those conversations is it starts somewhere. We started with wooden truss bridges, and then we went to bears, and then we went to and then we went to psychology, and then we went to community, and then back to psychology, and then you guys made fun of me and called me a robot.
Yeah, which was clipped. I got to do something with that clip. So how that all started, and why, we mentioned it very briefly at the beginning about the castle. So, and right now it's a beautiful picture of Sicily, but Windows 11's latest update, you know how with the login screen it used to have something random to look at? Now it's right on your desktop. And they're really nice photos, and there was one of a castle in Germany. And I was telling German Dave, I was like, hey, this is a pretty cool castle. We started talking about castles. And then it went from there. Then we hit record, and we made a podcast. Okay, we have kickoff here, guys. Let's focus back into the game. We'll sync up. Oh, there we go. Sync everything back up.
All right, I'll check in with you guys post game. I gotta take care of something.
Okay, well, see you later then. Thank you, Dash, for joining in. Okay, so here we go. It's 1-0. Second half started. We are synced up. And, man, I'm feeling good. I think we can do that. I think we can get that second goal today. You win against Napoli, the first place team, away, and that's huge. And then you're in fourth place legit. So I say, damn it, just go for it. We're already qualified for the playoff in the Champions League. We don't necessarily need to show up for Benfica. It would just help our seeding a little bit. Which, I mean, there's a lot of good teams that have seeded poorly, so we might even still end up with a Real Madrid or something, right? So, honestly, Benfica game is give or take. They got to go all in on this one. That being said, tomorrow I'm going to be releasing a quick chat I had with Adrian from Rabona TV, who is a Benfica fan. We had a little quick 23-minute chat just about our two teams and how we feel about it. So stay tuned for that. That's, man, Adrian's good shit. I enjoyed that talk we had. Dash looks at ice cream as if it's string theory. Shame it melts. I'm not quite sure what you're getting at. But the end there, shame it melts. But looking at ice cream like it's string theory. String theory is pretty much debunked at this point now. It has fallen out of favor. Even though what's that Christopher Nolan space film that just re-released? Interstellar. That's based on string theory, but damn, it's a good movie. We need revenge versus Benfica. Yeah, we don't actually play well against Benfica historically. No. We could very well lose that game. But it's interesting. We're in somewhat similar states, the two teams. So Adrian will explain it all. It's definitely worth a listen. Yeah, Frankie's saying it's better we lose against Benfica for seeding. Yeah. It's honestly a throwaway game. We might end up playing Real Madrid after. There was a few names that were quite concerning to play against the way we were projected to seed. So I don't care. I honestly don't care about Benfica. And he's wincing. He must have taken something in the face there. Napoli fans using lasers? That's a thing? That's super trashy. That's such a Napoli thing to do. Horrible people. And that's huge again in aviation. I've been lased before up in a helicopter. It's fucked. Mass on the ground. Oh, I'm fucking just trying to laser at you. Not good. Said they're bipolar. Like 1 year they're good and trash the next, then good again. We're talking about Napoli. Yeah, that's the other one. Bayern. I thought it was Bayern there. You confirmed it. Thank you. Ooh, McTominay trying to bicycle, and McKennie takes another whack in the head. Lukaku, huge save by Di Gregorio. They're saying it's in. I do not think that crossed the line. I think that's just a massive save from Gregory. Gisa crossing in, McTominay with the bicycle misses, gets McKennie's head, and then crossing from the left. It is a cross, so there it is a no goal. More defense to happen now. Ooh, okay. Another close call. That's only 5 minutes into this half. Tommy and Thuram have some words. Finally have a release. Punched away. Curled in tight. Politano. And cut out by Cambiasso, which is another corner. Yeah, Frankie is saying right now it's either Bayern or Madrid. Yeah. Oh, we rather play bigger teams. The small ones will stick it. Or Kulo. Freaking lasers. They did that to Pjanic 2018 and he still scored the free kick. Yeah, it's just the muscle memory probably with Pjanic, right? In his foot, not in his eyes. The announcer just told him not to use lasers. He caught that, eh? Yeah, Yeah, no, you can fuck people up. I work with lasers on the regular. There's, you know, concerns. There's concerns with just putting those things in eyes. It's not a good thing. What's your thoughts on Rashford on a free? I don't really know if we need him. His wages, I don't know what they propose his wages. It's probably not the cheapest. So I don't know if it's gonna be worth the wage bill. Seeing as I think we're pretty good with the attack, are we not? Unless we were talking about another out and out striker to add to the team. Because let's be honest, Vlahovic is going to be gone after this, unless he somehow grows up and matures and realizes that he needs to re-sign a contract at a lower wage if he wants to stay on this team. Gatti and Lukaku going after it. Nice. Yeah, but Randy's gone. It's a dry loan. Vlahovic is probably gone. Milik is, for all intents and purposes, gone. Okay, so that was close. Goal line technology did not cross the line, though, completely. Yeah, huge save. Huge save. I would play Bayern any day. Wow, they did not look that great the other day. What team was that now they lost to? Oh, why am I forgetting? They got dominated. Feyenoord dominated them. Yeah, we might do well. Maple Doctor Evil. That's two game streams in a row, or live streams anyways, for there's a referenced oh my god. What's his name? Dr. Evil. Austin Powers. I think it's better Chico in the second half. Yeah, he'll be coming on. Lobotka holding his shin now. He took a hit. Oh, Colo stepping, getting the toes. Just clipping it. How many wingers you want? Mata? Yes. Bingolita coming soon. Yeah, but on a free squad depth and yield is more in a 10. I'm not completely opposed to it. It's just the investments do need to be made in better areas at the time. Lukaku better chill out. Yeah, he's getting up on your boy Gatti here. Chip in. Politano tries to flick it on. That goes out. Gatti will fuck him up. Gatti got to be my favorite builder ever. I want to see Renato Vega. He looks good. His highlights do look good. I want to see how that translates here. You know, I don't know. I don't know if he gets to look this game. Only 21. He's young. Gregorio pushing the team forward. Bayern have been slapped up a lot this season. Makes you wonder too, especially with how bad Dortmund's doing. They just fired their coach this past week as well. In like 10th place or something. Oh, nice flick on Colo to Yildiz. He's dribbling, can't find the through pass. Boop trying to keep it. Gets it back, and still Juve's possession. Yeah, so it's one of those things like Bayern. I mean, when they're playing teams in Germany, they're mostly dominating them. But is the German league just kind of weak right now? Be a question for German Dave. Oh, huge save. Loka just getting his body in the way, sliding down low, or Lukaku back with it. Politano, they're trying now, Napoli, and Gisa, and that's in the back of the net. And it is 1-1. I kind of felt that one coming. And Gisa finally getting the header on it. Oh man. Well, time to come back at this one. Yeah, you didn't think Napoli were just gonna sit back on Gisa. So it's a initial big save by Loca, but bounces it back out to Politano, brings it to Lukaku, back to Politano, who loses his man, just crosses it into Anguissa. Yeah, he wasn't properly marked at the end of the day. He was given too much space. McKennie was never going to make it. Gatti too far ahead. Oh, Elizabeth Hurley, my first crush. Where did you see Elizabeth Hurley? It was one of my early crushes too, not going to lie. I think Nico plays Trequartista better than Yildiz. I think he's just more experienced. Yildiz hasn't had a solid look to develop into the role. And he's still kind of small. That's why Coop kind of plays there. It's his physicality, and that's something that Yildiz is working on a little bit. Still isn't quite there. So free kick given away to Napoli. He's in possession. Chelsea's a gold mine for players. We should use them a lot. They stockpile on talent. Yeah, they got like 40-something people on the roster. That's why they can just get rid of dudes like this randomly. Oh, Bangula is about to come on. Bayern with company as coach, they can only go so far. He's done well. I was surprised. I thought they were done. But it's worked out domestically. Like, they've been slaying domestically. See some of the score lines, like 5-0, whatever. It looks like it's Man City sometimes playing Ipswich or whoever the hell. Oh, man. All right. Well, they're trying to press now. 59 minutes. We're getting at that point. Yeah. Everyone's blaming Gatti. It was sort of his man. Can we just sell Cambias already? What a brain dead giveaway again. Anything over 50 mil is highway robbery from Juve. Bro, again, Gatti just not even trying to reach that ball. That was just out of position. Back to Cambiasso though. I feel like Mata has these premier-ish league kind of philosophies with this fluid attack. And he's sort of playing his fullbacks in an English style with Cambiasso, at least. A lot of overlap and attack. Like even right now, he's looking to move forward. So we do have to keep that in mind. That Cambiasso is asked to do a lot. He is very dynamic. He is a really good fullback. We're not used to our fullbacks necessarily doing that. And I mean, we're used to having an Alexandro, so we're definitely used to having mistakes. But I think the problem is like the value of Cambiasso now that Man City's coming knocking with all this money. Cambiasso's making enough mistakes in the games that we start questioning, maybe we do get rid of him. That being said, he adds a lot to the Mata style of play. So I don't know. For the right money, for me it's like 80 mil. 50, I don't know if I'm ready to part ways with him yet. Yeah, I'm just Okay. Yeah, I'm just catching up on some of the comments now as I went on my monologue. Winning the German league with Bayern is like how Celtic winning the Scottish league. You got the Rangers. Yeah, and the injury to Cambiaso as well. Yeah, that is to be noted. He's been a little choppy after that point as well. Politano big let off after another deep cross into the box. Napoli. Oh man. Jiro, you're a funny guy. Cambias is our best player, a bad patch of form. People want him out. Yeah, is arguably our best player, all things considered. I don't want him out, but for the right cash. Yeah, see, 780 million, fine. Anything less than that, fuck that, especially in January. That's exactly it. I always say Celtic. I have a thing with this. So the Celts say Celts. The Inchiro saying it's Celtic. And I got Celtic family. My wife's side. It's fucking Celtic. Anybody that says Celtic is straight up just saying it in the most English, like modern English way. Because modern English C's are soft, and pretty much every other language has a hard C, which is why it's pronounced Celtic. And that's my take on it. So yeah, going with it. Hero's on my side, anyways. Okay, so 63 minutes. Things are slowing down. Nico's drawing penalties on Di Lorenzo, just body checking him. And here it is. We have the substitutions. Finally. So it's Bangula and Savona. The two youngsters. Which is an interesting choice. So it's Cambiaso. Cambiaso and Yildiz. Okay. So maybe Cambiaso still has some discomfort from that injury there. Can't put the full game in. So Savona goes in for Cambiaso instead of McKennie. That causes a bit of concern. Ball over top for Lukaku, but he Lukaks it. Savona to defend, Big Mac to attack. Yeah, that's the likely outcome. They swap sides there. And Savona is more defensive minded, so why not? I mean, is McKennie even a defender? He kind of is now, but yeah, he'd be more likely to move up. Taku talking about handballs here. I don't think so. It's pretty high up. Corner ball. Politano kicks it in and headed up away. Kraft's second half from Juve, this team is so dusted. Yeah, it has not been a good second half. Shiro was saying that at the 60th minute, we'll start talking about all the other nonsense. It's 66. Haven't gotten there yet, but, you know, maybe happening soon. Dal is saying that he's been saying for years Weston's best position is fullback. Protestations now with the ref. Yeah, Coop definitely clipped some ankles. He didn't get any ball. Yeah, the tides have certainly turned the second half. It's pretty much opposite of the first. Napoli taking the bull by the horns in this one. As they look to attack again and quickly, Gatti there picks it up for a throw. Can we sell Gatti? We need defenders at this point, KB. No, not at the current moment. We cannot sell Gatti. So Debo back up on the list. He wants out from West Ham. I don't know how people feel about it. Some are upset that he rejected us in the summer and now he comes crying for us. Oh man, Locatelli. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a red card on that. He just takes McTominay out with a slide tackle right in the center of the box. What are we doing? What are we doing? This is the second time now in what, as many weeks? Loca's done this. It is big Lukaku coming up. This is. I was feeling good, and now I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens in a couple moments here. The anticipation. Big pressure now. Stutter and puts down the center. Well, fuck me. 69 minutes. We go down. What the hell's the response now? We haven't done shit since the goal, as usual. It was our poor play that has caused all these mistakes in the past few minutes, leading up to this penalty now. We've been on the back foot, and then we lost our discipline, we lost our composure, and now we're down. Giving up a lead. And yes, sure, I said 69. Ugh. And when you play the big teams, this is what's going to happen. Game is finished. Mott cannot manage a game if his life would depend on it. Yeah. Oh, it's all the same themes. I want to see Chico come on. I want to see. I mean, you got to throw Vlahovic on to run at it for 20 minutes. The mistake was already made. Defending was a disaster. Yeah, exactly. It was a lead up to that point. And then you get into desperation mode and you make those big mistakes like that, which you can't. You look at it and you can't make those mistakes, but put in that position when the world is falling apart around you, you get desperate. And you make big mistakes. And desperation leads to these situations. Yeah. 20 minutes. See what happens with it. And yeah, the game management. Again, you just went down by one. You have attackers on the bench. What are we waiting for? And it's another giveaway here. Bounces out of the box. But guys, wake up. They don't know what they're doing. And who's down on the ground? It's Thuram holding his ankle. Bangul is going to try to come forward with that. Oh, that was a Like, gives the advantage, but he's just getting bossed around right now. There is a yellow card. That was a bit deserved. Getting very chippy there. That's a little vodka. I don't think even Bremer could help us keep a clean sheet in Napoli. No, you know what? Those 2 goals that we had, if Bremer was there, I think the situation would have been different. Tactically, we were perfect this game, but always do mistakes. The tactics were fine up until the game management part of it, as usual. And I'm going to continue to say it's 72 minutes. We're down by 1, and we're not throwing our fresh attackers on the field. So a draw's a letdown at this point because we lost a lead. Get Mata and his players out of this club ASAP. Oh, and that's another foul in Bangula. What are they doing now? They are playing trash can Napoli style. These motherfuckers. Another giveaway. Yeah, they are criminally stupid mistakes. And you can't win these tight games. If you're only going to score 1 goal a game, you can't make those criminal mistakes. Finally, Dougie and Chico are coming on. Napoli's killing the game now. Yeah, of course they are. Conte team, they can manage for 20 minutes. Now they won't jerk us off with only undefeated team in all of Europe every time we draw. That's the best thing to come out of a defeat. Yes, you are right. We got to break that duck somehow. Of course, we played 3 days ago and they don't. No, that's part of it. That's why you're supposed to build a squad with a lot of depth to handle the multiple tournaments, which we have not. Yeah, Luis. Luis has not played well either. Let's see what he does. Mata is one and done for sure this season. Time and again, we find ways not to win games. It's awful and reflects so poorly on him. Mm-hmm. Lots of questions asked. Lots of money spent. Solo fed, that goes out. They didn't whistle it. That definitely went out. Yeah, there it is. January was horrible. Finally, it is finished. Yeah, if you remember last year, we collapsed in January after like fighting Inter for the title all season long. And then we finished in 3rd. We're in 5th. Just trying to look up. It's one thing to be at the top and then lose your form. It's another thing just to never have the form in the first place. Drawing isn't form. Napoli's still attacking here. Oh man, who thought of getting Napoli's sporting director was a great idea? The guy just is to sabotage the club. Oh great, went to take a piss. What happened? Huge Locatelli penalty. Yeah, he left at the wrong time. What the bull happened? Now I wish Daniil signed for Napoli because he would have given us turnovers if he was out there. Probably wouldn't have played him. We have an idea of football, but we can't win. That was the same with Pirlo. We had all these ideas, these philosophies. Philosophies don't get you anywhere. It's actions that get you places at the end of the day. You need to have a basis of philosophy, but you can't live philosophically. Philosophy isn't real. It's an idea. Yeah, the conspiracy is definitely an easy one to jump on board, right? Murder player for coach and Napoli as the director. Perfect combo if you want to destroy the most hated club in Italy. It's the most loved and the most hated club. Louise over to Chico, but there's nobody there to receive it. Yeah, totally is a Juve fan. He is allegedly a Juve fan. That is true. It's gonna be fun next year on Thursdays in Croatia, Hungary, and Estonia. Conference League, here we come. Games like Milan, Juve, and Super Cup, but yeah, same. Big games are not for us. So when will Mad Max come back? Well, he's going to Saudi Arabia next season. To Al Ali. Thursday nights will be busy next season if we're lucky. Hope not. Thursdays are a shitty day for me. All right, I finally caught up to the chat. Jesus. You guys being active today. So, McKenny up to Thuram now. I would love to at least draw this one. A tie to the first place team away is not a horrible result. Not gonna cry over it, but losing a lead and just losing a game like that. Oh, nice feed, Thuram. Back to Bangula. That was good, but not quite in an attacking position. Not for Thuram. Savona out on the flanks. It's all attack right now. It's Gatti last man back with Kalulu. There's no Locatelli there to drop in deep as a Regista, so even the midfielders are pushing up. Is gonna expose us to a counter-attack, like at the moment. And there it is on Savona. There's no rush. They're gonna waste a bit of the clock here. Coop calling the team forward, telling to press on. You got to do something. There's still one change to make here. I'm surprised Vlahovic has not made the appearance. Just to put fresh legs up top. And Kolo is the guy with the goal, but at this point, use your options. Now we can go off topic. Who here has ever watched Gomorrah? I've meant to. When I finally went to watch it, it was no longer on whatever streaming service it was on. And then I just kind of gave up on it. I heard it's good, though. The second half has been the most discouraging of the season, along with the Stuttgart game. Yeah, Stuttgart was the only game we actually lost. Anyone seen Chico? He's there, but that's the thing. Napoli knows how to defend, and they're just... Conte knows how to manage a game. And they're doing very well managing the game right now. They still haven't even made any substitutions. Because they only play once a week. Chico trying to get on this one. He's never making that. Enjoyed it. There you go. Everyone go watch Gomorrah. This is why I don't care about the first goal anymore. I still would bet a draw. Golo losing the tackle there. There's another tackle he jumps over. Politano fist pumping because what? You got bossed off the first time and then the second attempt you kicked it out of bounds? That's a fist pump? And then you take a seat because you got a fucking clamped? Yeah, fucking sit the fuck down now, Politano. You didn't do anything good. There it is. There's the Doosan Colo swap. 4-2-4 time? Let's do it. I thought we were going to get a 4-2-4 to start. We were dominated badly by Stuttgart in this game as well. We weren't dominated in the first half, though. That's kind of the thing. And Dusan never does anything with like 10 minutes. No, he shouldn't. You need a goal, you throw on your fresh attackers. Like Juve finally uses 5. He must have been yelled at for not using all 5. But when you have a healthier bench, Thuram can't control it and it's out. Yeah, we dominated Napoli in the first half. I would say it was like out and out domination, but we were controlling the game. Deshaun will twerk, distract the defenders, and Chico will score. Oh, great. Players of the match. 3 Napoli guys, and then Randy. So, final few minutes. Back to anxious watching mode. Pondering life. A good thing. It's early enough in the day after these ones to go and walk the dogs and chill out afterwards. Yeah, this team is weird, Gaetano. That's the point. It's the game management aspect again. You do really well, and then you score, and then you manage to lose. Or at least tie. Gisa good, but he flops like a dolphin. Yeah, he's a bitch. Well, see, we scored the second goal against Milan, and it worked out. When we do score the second goal, it tends to work out. Hope this 727 amateur takes notes from Conte. Can Poop Miners get injured now so we can play anyone else there? Poop should get as much hate as Dusan. He's picked up some of it. Dusan's had 3.5 years, though. So it's been building. This isn't fresh, right? Coop's got to do his time. Build up that hate. You're not just giving it, you have to earn it. Finally, we lose a game, but now this team needs to change. Yeah, no kidding. We don't need to lose to change. We can see all the signs. The thing is, I think they're going to make excuses. Oh, it was Napoli away, great team, blah, 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 and just continue to stroke themselves off and do the exact same thing next week. Poop is trying his best, but there's no structure around him. That goes back to what I said, how he's just letting the forwards play their own game. I don't see, honestly, other than our possession, like our style of approach, how we're really getting anything different than what we've had. It's 60 mil for a 20 mil player. Yeah. He is slow. He is very slow. At least Tucson showed glimpses of magic and started with a bang. Poop has literally scored a free kick. Big whoop. We should have kept Contrado. No, we should not have kept Contrado. Panita cross, inshallah. Yeah, and we are getting less points than last year. And I understand, young team, you want to rebuild new philosophies. It takes time, blah, blah, blah. It's a thing. I understand. But I don't understand how we continue to make the same mistakes. Okay, you make a mistake, you're supposed to change things, improve on it. We are not doing that at all. Douglas Luiz is Arthur 2.0 for sure. Just as bad. I don't care. Yeah, he's still on the books too. Still have not gotten rid of him. Couple of looks. apparently still there on the table, but yeah, so here's some time wasting Napoli on the ground. You always mention Kubo and now Zubamendi. I don't, probably not. Just probably not. We can't play 2 games in 1 week. We are so weird. I hope we go out from champions. Yeah, it's a weird one. They're wasting way too much time here now. It's going to be hopefully a bit of added time after all this. Well, we will go out. You bet your bottom dollar. Yeah, I don't know if we make it past this playoff. I want to play Madrid in the Bernabeu. Yeah, get demolished. How can he be worse than the 2007 team? Yeah. We're not winning the UCL, Dal. You relax. They're just dumping the ball. Oh, big giveaway. Mangula kicked off. Nothing there. And Napoli dump it down. They recover well. Gatti just pushing Lukaku off the ball. Dougie. A giveaway and a foul on Anguissa, who's flopping like a goddamn fish once again. What a fucking cunt. Yeah, Di Lorenzo went right through Bangula there. Serie B Juve had nuclear weapons. The Serie B Juve squad would run rings around this current Juve. Yeah, they very well could. You know, if they were the same age again. This Napoli is strong but lucky, and Conte with 1 game in a week always win a Scudetto. Very hard for Inter this year. No, it's true enough. True enough, but still. You're giving up leads and you're just making dumb mistakes, and your game management is shit. We're just making the exact same dumbass decisions week in and week out. And, you know, it's one thing to lose a game, but it's another thing to lose a game the way that we've just done. No different than the Milan game, Supercoppa one. Zanetti was better than Loca and Dougie. Alla Balotelli, we're not men if we lose to a team ruled by hair plugs. Yeah, he's not getting much time at Genoa. He's not happy. Yeah, it was kind of ridiculous that they put Juve down in Serie B, even with their reduced squad. You know, all the outgoings, but they still had a core that stuck around. I mean, even just shitty Serie A players are better than good Serie B players, right? So, we lost the game in only 10 minutes today. Yeah, it'll happen at once. Second half torturous. 5 extra minutes. Yeah, I'm ready. Ready to move on. Stay tuned for tomorrow, too. It is the call-in show. We can have all of you bitch along with us. Ooh, and there's a foul on Chico. Yellow card on Spinazzola. I miss when we had men playing for this team. Keep them coming, guys. After second goal, everyone said the game was finished. This is not a real Juve. We have a twerking Deshaun. Relax. You want twerking Deshaun? Here you go. Not that can't make this team better. Time to face facts. It's arguably worse. It looks nice at times, but it's toothless. But hey, at least we have good social media poster boys. Yeah. Because they want to do all this extra money and get fans and stuff. But you're not going to get fans if you fucking suck and play like shit. It's simple, guys. It's sports. The number one thing in sports is to fucking win. Once you win, you can focus on all the other crap. Nothing else matters. It's your fucking motto. Yeah, I mean, as you say here, vincere non è importante. But Motta forgot the rest of the quote. Oh, how this team can improve with better players. Today, scared a player of PSG. This players are trash. Scored up with a player. Yeah, PSG player. Sorry. Look on the bright side, we can be United fans. I don't like that attitude though, Dal. It's not like, oh hey, look, we can be even more shit than we are. No, I don't want to be more shit. I want to be less shit. I don't need to compare myself to something worse. You want to surround yourself with the great so you can become great yourself. You don't want to hang out with the people that collect social assistance and can't find a job, so to speak. Will Napoli get a last minute one here? There's Dougie to put it over, but it's now a corner. Everybody talks about Monta, but did you see players? Conte was better today. That was dominated for 55 minutes. Come on. But here's the thing. You need a leader to rally your boys together. Yeah, we can put a lot on the players. The players have a lot of individual talent. But there's no philosophy here. Good win down low for Juve, though. They try to push this one forward quickly, and Savona mistouches. Now Savona isn't getting a yellow card right now. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Everyone's sliding. Oh, they're just harassing Juve. They can't break out. A minute left. Less than 45 seconds here. Now dash. Oh, hey. Here.
What a fucking dumpster fire.
And he's switching over. Doesn't make it. Fuck this.
Now, it's because this doesn't surprise me at all. Because it's just like, it doesn't matter if you dominate for 15 minutes, 45 minutes, 55 minutes, 60 minutes. If you slack off for three minutes and those 3 minutes are just absolutely catastrophic, like it doesn't matter. Because like that was one of the biggest troll when Guardiola ball got found out in 2012 by a bunch of anti-football coaches. But we had possession. Like, doesn't matter, dude. You don't get results. Possession, or if we played well, you're not getting results. And unfortunately, I hate being this guy. You don't have time to be patient right now. Because if our season is literally dependent on whether or not Italy gets a 5th Champions League spot, that's an utter failure.
And, big save right at the last. This game's over. There you go, guys. Congratulations. We finally lost a fucking game. And you know who we can thank for it?
You just wake up and then your heart is just pumping. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, so those moments are crazy.
Like, no, I'm with you guys. The season's over, but it's just for me, I'm getting frustrated where it's just like, yeah, you got out-coached the second half. Like Monta, like I don't know why Monta struggles with adjustments. Conte's like, oh, hey, this is what they're doing. All right, cool. Let's adjust this and do this. Like I don't. This is insane. Like us thinking that we're doing the same fucking thing, and we're thinking that everything's going to be different. God, this. I'm sorry, but this team just sucks. Like there's nothing around it. It sucks. And the reason why I'm getting mad at the coach is because similar to last season when people were throwing their wads, guess who took the brunt of the wad? So I'm coming with the same energy that people did last year at this time.
No,
And ironically, the players actually were bad last year. Where it's like now we're supposed to have all these talented guys that apparently for some reason can't tactically or understand or play anything. Because I'm getting irritated. Oh, the patterns and the ideas are there. Great, fantastic. What's the end result? It's 6 months and there's no result. What, that we had 13 draws? Like, congratulations. But like it's and I'm being nice by saying outcoached, but every single time he's getting out schemed by relegation level coaches. There is no way in hell that you can sit here and tell me that the players continuously fumble 1-0 leads. You want to know what happens if that's a consistent thing? It means your scheme got found out. And if your scheme gets found out, guess what happens? You don't do well.
And that's one of the problems with playing for a bigger team is that more people are paying attention. They have more tape on you. You gotta either have a bulletproof scheme or be able to make adjustments. And neither one are true. Why was Bologna so magical last year? They weren't. They just did well enough to get into fifth. Which is a big achievement for Bologna, but you know, they had great players too coming out of the ranks. Like they still have Ferguson got injured, but you had Calafiore. And fuck, who was the other one now?
Also, you have to take into account that bigger teams that last season underperformed greatly. Napoli underperformed. Roma underperformed.
We underperformed. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there was that.
Like that's the other thing you need to take into account, that a bunch of the big teams in Serie A were absolute dog shit. I do want to blame this game on Dusan just because F them, just because I want to piss people off. No. At least we finally scored on a potent attack, and then we just for some reason capitulated.
Yeah,
God,
it's a straight mentality, and again, it's because there's no solid leadership. Like I feel like we're led by Tim Cook right now, just a guy that wears no black suit and talks about his phone. There's nothing there. And then when your captain is Locatelli, and now he gives up 2 massive goals like that. Now, and I don't want to throw it all on Locatelli because the defending was horrible leading up to it. But you just need better. You just need better all around, and there's no head. There's no head to this team. Like, coaching isn't coming out and being strict and saying this is how things are going, and nobody on the pitch is stepping up and saying, listen, boys. You see some of it. You see some communication. There was actually good communication on the pitch today, but you don't have that grizzled ass vet that will fuck bitches up. So I guess Toronto's finished with Mott. I mean, you're not the only ones. Yeah, last year everyone was shit. It's true.
Freaking Rafa Benitez are so Dusan. That's funny.
Yeah, Bologna.
It's not even like.
Look, this Bologna is better than. Well, they're not better than us this season, but there's the potential that they could finish ahead of us.
You know, and the funny thing is, like, I don't know if it's a troll or not, but like you realize, like, for example, how much Dusan hampered this team because of his wages and the amount we spent on him.
Yeah, Fiorentina is either really trying to troll you, or
that's the only thing I can think of,
or just really doesn't like how you rag on Dusan all the time.
Well, it's deservedly so. I'm sorry. Like, that's kind of it is, because again, even though he's not on the field, he still hampered us by locking $85 million plus all that gross wage that we've had to waste on him for the last 3 years.
Yeah, but we don't want to.
Yeah, I don't want to. There's no point talking about that.
And injuries are to a point where Mazzala Loca is playing center back. Yeah, he wouldn't have to be relied on so deep defensively if you had Bremer back. If you had somebody defensively you could rely on. So that is part of the problem when you have your midfielder playing as a defender. He is more likely to make a mistake in those situations.
The problem, and that's where the issue is right now, is again, he is not adjusting the scheme. There is no scheme. There's no adjustment on the scheme. And that's where I get irritated. Coop Myers deserves the same energy.
Yeah.
Honestly, the whole fucking team deserves the same energy.
Like Dougie again didn't look good. The only one that's like, and I mean, even him got cooked by Pellegrini a couple times, but McKennie is the only one I feel that has any dog in him.
No, and with Anthony, right? Like, yeah, obviously it's not going to be 100% on him, right? The people that sat there and thought it was a good idea to give him that amount of money. But at the same time, it's like, dude, I need you to at least live up to some of that billing that you got going on for you, bud. That's kind of where my head is at. But at the same time, again, it's poor scouting, it's poor organization, and again, this is a dead horse. There's no point in bringing this conversation up, honestly.
But if you had, I would just add, if you had proper leadership, like if you had a Conte, for instance, we'll use him as an example, we don't have the same issues with Vlahovic.
You know, look, and might be me sounding petty here at this point, but if we gave Conte the transfer purse that we gave Mota, I think we would be in a far better position.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, we'd have to, troll and have Lukaku on the team, but as far as scheme-wise and organization, like, come on, man, he's taken some average Joes in Napoli and he's made that team look stupid good. And it's kind of like Primo Calcio would say, it's just some Italians that he's put together, a gaggle of Italians, and they're somehow making it work.
And that's what Primo Calcio will yell about if he was in the chat. He might get in the comments later, but yeah, it's just that you don't have that core. Some people believe in the Italian core, and there's some truth to it where you more so understand what it means to be a Juventino. You're not just an outsider coming in. You don't have that same connection. There's something to that, sure. But, I mean, you see it in practice with Conte where, yeah, you have a big Italian core. Di Lorenzo was basically wrote off, and look at him now. Yeah, Politano of Volpe, yeah, Politano all of a sudden, like, as a starting winger in the first place team in Italy, like, the fuck? Does Conte fucking put those bitches together and said, listen, we're here to play some football. Suck it the fuck up or you can leave.
Yeah. Yeah, he scored important goals there because he's the only person that can play. Chiesa was on and off. Milik was on and off. Keane was busy making a mixtape. He's the only forward that could play last year.
I'm just saying we suck. I know the answer to suffering. I play it on Football Manager. It's 4-2-2-2. No carriers can defend as a 4-2-3 and 4-4-2. All those things. Okay. But at the same time, that's just a game, and that's not going to fix our mentality problem, which is really what the issue is at its heart.
It's mentality and schematic.
No vision, no vision, no head. No eyes.
Because, I'm sorry, but like the players with their skill sets and what you have on paper, the fact that they are all underperforming, because on paper, midfield's better, significantly miles ahead better than what we had last year. Miles ahead better. You mean to tell me our midfield last year with Rabiot, McKennie, and Locatelli was great?
Oh, it was
versus
bad.
What you should. I was going to say versus what you should be getting with Coop Myers, Thuram, and Douglas Luiz.
You're playing in a more attacking formation as well this year.
Yeah, and we're not playing Brexit ball.
And Keane had
all of those, and all three of those midfielders that we have dribble capabilities. Locatelli can't dribble. McKennie, sometimes. And then you remember Rabiot's dribbling and touches?
No, because he didn't.
Exactly.
Oh my lord. Yeah, it's a bad day in the Juve world. So I guess what you could do, if you haven't already, if you just want more of a lighthearted, free-flowing kind of content, we have that podcast pilot we put out. Let us know what you think. Couple good positive reviews back on that. Not Juve related whatsoever, which is kind of the beauty of it at this moment.
It's an escape. Straight escape.
It isn't. Yeah, it's more of an escape. Also, tomorrow I'm going to be releasing the interview I had with, well, it's not an interview, it was just a discussion I had with Adrian from Rabona TV discussing the Benfica Juve match coming up. So stay tuned for that as well. That's more light-hearted content as well. And if you want dark-hearted content, join the Colin Show tomorrow evening, 5:30 Eastern, 11:30 Euro time. Yeah, because that's when you can come on and yell for it all about yourselves. And I'll just sit here drinking a tea.
So this is an interesting comment because there's a lot to break down with it, right? Because, like, for example, for me, I'm more and this might be an unpopular opinion, but the only thing I hang on Gentoli is hiring Mota. Like, I don't blame Gentoli for the players and the acquisitions that he made. Obviously, there's some departures and some stuff that didn't make any sense. But, like, overall, like, he wanted to bolster the squad. He bolstered the squad. The issue is like, it's like, for example, you look at it from a kitchen perspective. The chef doesn't want these ingredients to make this kind of stew, and the owner's like, sure, okay, I'll order it for you. He orders all the ingredients, he brings them in, and it's not like, again, the only thing that you can blame the owner is for hiring the chef that can't make a proper fucking dish.
Yeah.
Because, like, I mean, you invested this amount, like, it's a pretty steep, and even these players that are coming in right now in January, it is a pretty damn. I've never seen, and maybe I've messed up or I've forgotten my tenure as a Juve fan, but I have never seen a Juve squad get this much of an overhaul for, and in my opinion, a rookie coach.
Doesn't happen
at the top level.
Does not
at the top level. Because, like, with all due respect, like, Bologna, you're not an elite level.
No, unless you talk maybe when they got back to Serie A and they had to, like, rebuild the squad, but I don't think it was even then, quite the same. So frustrating. Okay. Well, fuck this shit.
Dal says United. United has fuck you money. That's the problem.
Yeah, it's just fuck United. I don't know what else to say. I want to walk my dogs again.
Yeah, let's just go. We'll do it tomorrow on the Colin.
That's the Colin Shows for everyone. Be there tomorrow. We will recap the game. We will look ahead to Benfica, and I don't know. Just we'll have a Sunday night and shoot the shit.
Yeah, but Conte's overhaul was like just a bunch of, I don't want to say no-name players, but it was really, really low budget transfers, free transfers, just low acquisitions and stuff. It wasn't like, they spent and broke the bank to bring in, like, again, elite level players or players that were, player of the season type guys. It's kind of like, honestly, to be honest with you, Anthony, it's similar to what he did with Napoli this year.
Fuck. It's all these comparisons that we make.
Yeah. But on that note, we'll see you Sunday.
Yeah, we will. Got to play some music and all that jazz. You know what the sad thing? I said no to Conte last year, but in hindsight, man.
Fuck.
Oh, man.
All right, guys. I sound like I'm on the toilet, so this is my outro. I'll see you guys Sunday night.
Have a good night, everyone. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Make sure you check the Rabonum video coming out soon, and the random podcast we put out just to see if it's your thing. Let us know. Until then, guys, please remember to like and subscribe. You can hit us up in the Discord where you can continue to communicate with the community, all of us here, or Twitter and X. It's all down there below, as well as our Spotify link if you prefer to listen to us that way. Until then, you guys still throwing in all these comments, so I'm sorry I'm not getting to them here on the outro, but thank you all. Conversation was great today. Keep it coming, and until tomorrow, have a great evening, guys. I'm gonna go walk my dogs and chill out.